Mid, up, mid.
Alrighty, so since we did get the, this reveal of the live stream date, which is the 29th, I think it's actually the 30th for me, but the 29th UTC time at 4 a.m. for 3rd anniversary. I want to go over who the last thoughts, I guess, because, what else? What are you going to do? No more predictions past this because anniversary is going to actually be here at that point. My final prediction, set in stone, who I believe will be the 3rd anniversary units. So we're going to go into each individual tag, kind of go through it, and see what's actually needed and what actually makes sense. So, GT. Yes, GT I do think will be anniversary still. It has always been a toss-up, not between GT and anything else, but between GT, Future, and the Universe Survival Saga. I always knew GT would be anniversary because how much they're buffing it, and they always like to do that pre-buff before anniversary to make you want to summon more for these units, so your anniversary units can do more, because, building up the team is part of building a team. So they wanted you to Zenkai these 3 units, pull for LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and so on and so forth. Smart, but, common sense wise, right? So GT, I think they will get 3 units, 3 Sparkings. I'm mostly going over the Sparkings. Extremes, sure, could just slip in if I just remember. Something that doesn't really fit as a Sparking, but, it could slip in as an Extreme. Legends Limited, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Okay. I'm going to go over this now, I guess. I was going to save it for later, but I think there will only be one LF this year, and it'll be Legends Limited, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. My reasoning for this, for why it's Gogeta, is because it's not very sound logic, it's just my own logic, my own bullshit logic that I make up. And, that's kind of what we all do when we're predicting, so, don't come at me too hard for it. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just makes sense to be the only one, because we look at the last 2 anniversaries, it was only 1 LF per anniversary, anniversary in total, Super Vegito, then Vegito Blue. So to follow the trend, it wouldn't make sense to give us like a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta LF. Firstly, we just got one. Secondly, that doesn't follow the trend of 1 LF fusion, basically, because that's what it seems to be, an LF fusion every year. The trend would only make sense if it's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because GT is the ones that's been getting the most buffs, the most love. They even said GT's gonna get buffs, so if anything, they can't go back on their word on that and be like, okay, the LF is gonna be fucking Master Ultra Instinct, when they're saying, oh, GT's gonna get the buffs moving forward, which they have been. So the only logical and sound explanation would be, okay, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is gonna be the only LF, because he will be a massive fucking buff to GT. Now, the banner units for the GT banner, I think, are very easy to predict, in my opinion. I would say a Revival, Sin to Omega Shenron, so he starts off as Sin, he dies, he collects all the 7 Dragon Balls, then he turns into Omega Shenron, and then maybe per, that gimmick where every Dragon Ball he gets more damage, or maybe he gets 1 Dragon Ball, he can paralyze his opponent. When he has 2 Dragon Balls, he can poison his opponent. When he has 3, he increases their Strike Arts cost. 4 increases their Blast Arts cost. 5 has... What does Rose have? That... It's a huge bleed, I think. 5 Dragon Balls, he gets huge bleed. 6, he gets a new modifier for poison. Maybe like a huge poison type of thing. Or like a caustic, I don't know. Just more of it. And then 7, he gets all of those abilities, and he's able to have them happen at will whenever, just like the Red Omega kind of has that paralyze. He can bleed, I think he does poison as well. He gets those just overall for him existing. You could have one that's like, oh, okay, well, per Shadow Dragon, I'll get this, per the amount of balls I have. It would be fun, cool, logical, and actually make the unit very viable, because you're increasing cost of the opponent, you're making them bleed so that they can't really do much when they're switching out because they're still bleeding. You just have all these varying factors that could affect the gameplay and actually make it a little bit of a breath of fresh air. Can't speak, just woke up. Leave me alone. And then for the other unit, do I see a duo unit coming with a revival unit? No. I would say Nova is more likely to get a sparking than Ice. Yes, I know you'd be like, what? No regular Saiyan as the banner units? To be honest, no, because last year we did not get a Saiyan on the Future banner. We got Merge Zamasu and we got Future Trunks. We did not get a regular Saiyan, and I know it is the Goku Vegeta Saiyan show. In the anime, this game, every Dragon Ball franchise game, that's the show. Goku Vegeta Saiyans, basically. So not getting one is very off the cuff, but I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is literally 2 Saiyans in 1, so I think it kind of makes up for it. But a Nova I could see being just maybe a support type unit, and I don't know if they would do a Nova from when he's helping Goku, or a Nova from when he's attacking Goku or letting Ice attack him, or during Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Nova's first fight, where he has that pre-form, not really a form, just, I guess, shed of skin, because he's full red as Nova, you know, Nova, a fucking a thing in space that's red, heat, hot, you know, all that shit. Then he goes into, like, the golden, where he's, I guess, full power? I guess he's full power in that? If they did, like, transforming one from the red to full power, essentially, like they kind of have with LF Piccolo, where he's a cape and no cape, that'd be cool, but I would just say a basic-ass Nova that supports Super Saiyan 4 Goku's primarily, but he supports Shadow Dragons as well, and then maybe does more to Vegeta, because I believe he fucked up Vegeta in GT. So that would be my ideal GT banner. Now, do I think USS or Future will be for this anniversary? I've had some time to think and ponder, and really just sit at a lake, sit on a creek, throw some rocks, skip them, and think about this. And I come to the conclusion that from my feel, right, and personally, I don't mind if I'm wrong, I think it's Universe Survival Saga. Okay, so to explain why it most likely, you know, isn't, and, you know, same is valid for Future, USS barely got any buffs this entire, well, not entire year, this entire recency of, well, units. All they got was 17 and 18. That's it. We got Khalifa Zenkai, which, honestly, it's buffing Rival Universe, so this kind of sways away from my point even more. And we got UI Goku and all of them on Black Friday, but the most recent thing, all we got was 17 and 18. Which is a cool little indication, but if you look at Future, look what they've gotten recently. They just got a new Zenkai. People say it's for Gohan Day, but I mean, I don't know. They got LF Rose, Trunks and Mai, that EX Kid Trunks, and I believe, yeah, this EX Goku Black. So they got more units, less recently, but more units overall. Now, the only one singular reason that USS in my brain, my tiny-ass, incompetent brain, could see it being Universe Survival Saga is because it's needed more. They had this thing where it's actually probably the best thing Legends does for anniversaries that people really don't talk about often. Legends revise dead tags very well. They're very good at making units busted. Now, that sounds bad because, you know, you don't want to face fucking busted units 24/7, you know, Gohan and 18, but they're good at it. For example, Universe Survival Saga wasn't really a team you would see in play because all of it was the Wolves when it first dropped, or Rival Universe, I guess you could say. But now, Rival Universe is like the best non-Zenkai team in the game. You could count Future, sure, you could run Vegeta, Cell, and Goku Black, and do godly, right? But you also had the opportunity to run Future Trunks, EX Gohan now, and a few other options on that team, while Rival Universe / Universe Survival Saga has none of those options. We have Caulifla, and, you know, not to beat a dead horse, but Caulifla shit. I use her as my bench for Hit, and Hit isn't even on this tag because, well, the game fucks him with that. It's just kind of, he's not in Universe Survival Saga because he's from the filler arc of Future Trunks Saga. The game doesn't like Hit, clearly. You know, he's trying to make his donuts. Legends saying no. So, to go back in, Legends knows how to buff. The best example I could give for this is LOE. LOE wasn't... okay, how do I... LOE wasn't awful first anniversary. And then we got Golden Frieza. LOE was the most difficult team to play against a month after the anniversary because Full Power Frieza came out and Golden Frieza came out during anniversary. That color synergy, firstly, was ridiculous. Full Power Frieza tanking was ridiculous, and Golden Frieza's damage was off the charts. You got Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who was very tanky even back then when he released, and Golden Frieza could probably 3-card him. It was ridiculous, the amount of damage, and how good he was. But that's what LOE needed, and that was the buff that made them one of the better teams in the game during first anniversary / after first anniversary even, you know, ended. Same with Regen. Regen was fucking top tier. They made a Buhan drop. Buhan was fucking crazy. You run him with Cell, Slug, and Buhan himself. You have Buhan who's countering literally everything in the game. It's like, what? What's this unit? It makes no damn sense. Another example, God Ki. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Goku. God Ki wasn't a tag. Literally, Anniversary made a tag and said, okay, this is going to be the best team in the game right now. Because God Ki was the best team in the game at that point. Super Saiyan Blue Goku with Whis, with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, was one of the best teams in the game. And they all dropped in the same banner. Well, Whis was on the other banner because he was an EX and they like to fuck you with that. But regardless, they all dropped on the same celebration, the same anniversary, not even a different banner, or different date of a banner, I guess. They know how to buff stuff. So that's the only reason I could see Universe Survival Saga over Future, because, listen, Future's fine. Future, really? They got enough love. They love how they're living right now. They are eating. Future is eating fine tonight, tomorrow, the next probably 5 to 6 months. Future does not need as much as Universe Survival Saga. The only thing, funny enough, going on this little tangent, Universe Survival Saga needs is the Z abilities. So currently right now, your best team is going to be Rival Universe, right? You know, basically what you do here is you cut out the Universe 7 characters, and then you have Rival Universe. That's how it works. You know, it's every other universe but Universe 7. Which it makes sense why that's a tag, because they're not going to introduce people from, like, fucking Universe 4, those stupid-ass, or I don't know what universe they were. Universe 3, I think. Those stupid-ass robots that no one cares about. Maybe they'll do a transformed one, where he's, like, the big motherfucker that Gohan fights. But they're not going to introduce these fucking dumbass robots to the game. You know, who cares? Oh, I can't even think of their names. I'm trying so hard. So that's why Rival Universe exists, because there's only so many characters they're going to introduce to actually have, like, a name that people actually give a shit about. Like Kale, like Caulifla, like Kefla, like... who's someone they haven't released that people actually enjoy? I mean, Akaba from Tournament of Power. But that's it, really, that I can think of off the top of my head. That's not Universe 7, obviously. I mean, a hit isn't from Tournament of Power, but, like, we have a hit on Rival Universe. It is what it is. That's why Rival Universe is actually viable, because they're going to have a lot more options. I apologize for wherever the fuck that noise was. I don't know what's going on. But Universe Survival Saga needs buffs. The only ones that buff it, I believe, are 17, 18, the Trio de Danger, and UI Goku. These EXs don't even buff it, I think. Like Rosie, Kakunsa, and Ririan. I think they buff Rival Universe, I'm pretty sure. I'm not even going to check, because I think I'm so right. They're the only ones that buff Universe Survival Saga. So the most they need is Z abilities. And on top of Z abilities, they need Universe 7 members. Now, to continue my point of earlier with only one LF, yes, I believe it to be true. And I think the other banner, you know, we might go spout out extremes at the end of this video, but the other banner, the Universe Survival Saga banner, will be Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. Yes, that is a wild card. That is an LF type unit. No doubt in my mind. But I do not think he'll be an LF. Whereas Zamasu an LF type race. Trunks is an LF type unit. There's a lot of LF-esque units that exist that aren't LFs yet. I could see Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta being that type. No transforming, no nothing. And maybe he could go from blue to evolution, but I would say just base Super Saiyan Blue Evolution would be perfectly fine. And then the other unit, I could see it being a transforming Kefla. If there is a dog barking in the background, I apologize. I could see it being a transforming Kefla from base to Super Saiyan 2, or just maybe base to Super Saiyan 2, because, well, people love Kefla. Rival Universe needs the buff. Girls don't need the buff, but people just love her and love, I guess, her design. I don't know. People like Kefla. I personally don't, but I could see it being a thing. Now, the EXs for the GT banner, I would say Rildo, the metal form of Rildo. We have his, like, drill form. I don't know what the fuck it is. The drill form. I would see, like, where he's all blue, kind of like Dokkan just got, like, an awakening for. The metal form of him be an EX unit. And then maybe, I don't know, an EX Super Saiyan Goten, EX Super Saiyan Gohan from GT, maybe Possessed Gohan from GT, you know, possessed by Baby, obviously. Something similar along those lines. And then the other two X's I could see being probably just random universal characters, like Universe 7, well, not Universe 7, Universe 9, Universe 4, Universe 2 type characters, just kind of random thrown about. Maybe that Yardrak could get like an EX that we have that Frieza beat his ass. And then I don't fucking know. You know, I'm just trying to think off the cuff here. Who the fuck else? I guess Kaba could get an EX. I mean, I don't expect him to get a Spark in this, you know, anniversary, so maybe a Kaba EX. But yeah, that's my predictions. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think we're gonna actually get new hero units this year again. And yeah, let me know if you agree, disagree, and what your predictions are. I'll see you guys in the next one.